Yeah.
That shit pisses me off. All right, is it recording?
Yep, it is recording. Well, welcome guys back to episode 2 of Smitty Talks. So today we have Jay again. He's probably will be in the rest of the episodes. We'll have other guests as well soon. But yeah, welcome to episode 2. Today we will be talking about tricking and fitness. So these are basically, I could call them physical passions, or other people could see it as hobbies, but we don't see it as a hobby. We kind of take it more into our personal life, where it helps express our emotions through physical properties. So today we'll be talking about those two things, and then also we can always compare and contrast, but tricking and fitness do coincide with each other. So first I'll give it to Jay and ask him, what does tricking and fitness mean to you?
Tricking and fitness, I mean, they are, any hobby I have is like a lifestyle. This is what I do.
Mm-hmm.
It's not, I feel like people think lifestyle, something you do, needs to be something strictly work related for it to make sense. Like if it don't make money, it don't make sense, or even though anything can make money.
Yeah.
But it's almost like you can't make these bigger than life things a lifestyle. Bigger than life for yourself.
Exactly.
Or for myself. You feel me? Like, with fitness really shouldn't be no hobby. It should be full-on lifestyle. Full-on lifestyle for everybody. I feel like that's a big, yeah, that's a given. But tricking, I can see it being a hobby, but I can't see it being a hobby. I think everything's a lifestyle. Even when I dance, it's really hard to tell people, oh yeah, I'm a dancer, or I do this. But oh, one of your hobbies, I'm like, yeah, but like, I'm doing it, but I'm in the gym dancing. Bro. I'm dancing anywhere. That's not a hobby. That's just what I do. You know, like it's more than just something I do.
Okay.
It's something that just is me.
Yeah. So it's more of I guess an art of showing how you feel, and you can express it through types of movement, I guess.
Yeah.
But also, that I guess that goes more with tricking and dance, where as in fitness, you can still be seen as an art, but also fitness is also seen more, it should be seen more as a lifestyle, and not just be seen as how, social media makes it to be nowadays. So
yeah,
I think,
but I do think it could be an art in a sense, because I mean, you're structuring yourself.
No, I'm not saying it's not an art.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm saying it is an art, but I don't think it's it's not the same type of art that tricking and dance is.
For sure, but it still has to involve like a physical part of you.
Yeah, exactly.
So the way you have to kind of express yourself. So I'm trying to, and honestly, it's just a different way, because when you're trying to express yourself fitness-wise, you're trying to express like who you are on like the outside, who you think you are, who you want to be, who you. Yeah, I feel like fitness is a little more personal sometimes. Like everybody comes from their different backgrounds: fat, skinny, insecure, breakups, death. It's like all these different things that just like line up for people to kind of like that's your shield almost. Mm-hmm. You created that shield for you, depending on like how you're looking. But it doesn't matter if you lost weight, you're skinny now, or you just gain some muscle. That what you created your body type to be is your shield. That's who you are. That's what keeps you you. Yeah. Which is like a little bit deeper. I feel as though tricking and dance and all these other things, you gotta kind of, it's harder to understand those, the art in those.
Because my argument to that is because you started out with fitness and I started out with tricking. Mm. So I could argue that it can be the other way around. Because when I think about it, tricking, yes, I come from a martial arts background. But when I got into tricking can be, ooh, I can kick hard as hell not because I'm angry, but like I can put some emotion behind it. And when you see, like, for instance, like in tricking samplers, everyone has a different type of style. And I think style is the main word here. Where style in tricking and dance, it can be any type of emotion that someone can express it through the moves. Fitness, I'm not saying fitness can't have a variety of, I guess, I can't see fitness as like a type of style unless it's like the directional view that I'm trying to show as in style.
Yeah. Oh, it's for sure.
Because I'm saying like
it's not as expressive.
Yeah.
It's not as expressive.
I can't do a squat and make it fucking emotional.
Yeah.
That would be a little weird. Unless if I'm filming it with like some motivational words, okay, that's different. But in tricking,
back squat, start tearing up on the bench press, like wow, that's crazy.
When in tricking, like you see different styles of like, okay, I'm gonna do like hard kick, boom, hard like jackknife, like a hard 1-2, and then like Daly did the whole thing in horse with the coin, the aerial to coin drop.
Kind of pissed me off.
It pissed me off because I was like, well, I'm not doing that shit.
He did an aerial,
but do you see
to
how
a coin drop and popped back up?
Yeah,
and just walked off like he just didn't do anything crazy. It's like, bro, what? He expected all of us to do the same trick as him. That's crazy.
Daly, I'm gonna shout you out for that because that was ridiculous. But do you see how like it went from like, oh, I'm doing like a hard move to like literally like passion, like kind of like a dance.
Yeah, it's a sentence. It's communication, but movements communicate. So as the hobbies and the art is different. It's because the movements communication in general, bro. You look at like movement's been like a priority in like every ancient form of anything, bro. Like every ancient civilization, whether it's like obviously dance is movement, but tricking is such a big vital movement. Like you see dancers tricking all the time too, and it's like when you're able to express yourself with movement, it's like it's something different. It's something higher because if you're expressing yourself with movement, you're tapping into something that's bigger than yourself because these bodies are crazy that we're in. Yeah, they can do so much. Yeah, and they have their own. Obviously, they don't have their own minds, but in a way, like you've tricked. You say to yourself, "Oh, my mind is there, but my body's still trying to figure it out." But sometimes you kind of just turn your mind off and just let your body go, and your body knows what it's doing, right? And that's a different type of just feel because it feels like you just not as that flow state, but it's just a different feeling with your body. It's a higher feeling. It's like you're really utilizing something deeper within.
It's like when I think about it, like what you just said. It's like when I'm like, for instance, I was like trying to learn cart full swing court, and Pat was just like telling me the information of what to do and what to think, right? And in my brain, I'm like, the fuck is he talking about? But my body is like somehow taking in that information. Yeah. It's not going one ear and out the other. I'm just like, yeah. I think I know what he's talking about. And then when I do it, and like really dissect it and like slow it down and I do it, I'm like,
easy.
What? But then once I do it, then my brain's like, oh, I understand what he said now. Yeah. But my body's like, oh, dude, you just fucking try it and you'll be all right.
That's real. Your body knows before your brain does. So even with B-Twist, the day I did it was probably the first day I just didn't think and just sent it. I was like, man. And then after I sent it, everything you guys told me made so much sense about how to spot, how to turn my body, where my leg goes. But when I look back at the video, I was like, am I doing it? I was like, I don't even know how I did it. I just did it. My body was just doing it, bro.
Side note, this guy over here, he's like, yeah, like, I'm just going to do this combo real quick. I'm like, are you sure you don't want to warm up? He's like, yeah, I'm just going to do it. So I'm like, all right. Probably like, I think 15 minutes within session, man did the combo and landed B-Twist at the end. He's never comboed the beaches before too.
Never.
I was impressed, but I was also like, what the fuck? Like,
I don't know where that came. I saw everybody just doing combos, and it's something that came in my head. I'm like, okay, we're playing horse. I gotta do this real quick while I'm still fresh. Like, I don't care. Did it? I was satisfied.
I was just.
That was crazy.
I was like, I didn't even warm up yet. You know, hey, fuck it, we ball.
We bowled, bro. We landed it.
So, because tricking and fitness coincide.
It depends which way you're talking about, bro. Because, I mean, coincide where? The physical aspect or... And not just the physical. I'm talking about, like, when it comes to physical... Damn,
I'd say mental. We can dissect it within mentally, emotionally, and physically.
Emotionally, no. I do not think so. Because fitness is... Honestly, the emotion part is the results in what you're building from, but the movement itself isn't... You're not talking. When I see trickers, and that's how I understood tricking a little bit better just from my experience with dance. Every move, you're creating a sentence. It's an art. You're talking. You're saying something. Whether it's the moves, whether it's about yourself, or just the piece you're putting together.
Yeah.
And it's a language.
Mm-hmm.
A language that you can also use to express anything you want, right? And fitness, you can't do that movement-wise. When I said it was that emotion, whatever you've been through, that's only from that driving force. But in terms of what it act like, the actual act of it, no, nothing. I don't think so.
I can argue with that.
Unless you're like mad and just want to like blow off some steam or sad, but it doesn't. I'm not looking at you like that if you're happy or sad in the gym, you're just doing moves.
Yeah.
There's no expression at all.
But like we said earlier, how you started out with fitness, started out with tricking. Remember our conversation that we had Friday night with Zach? Or was it Friday or Thursday? And he was talking about, we were talking about injuries.
Yeah.
So I guess emotional, it could also, because I've been through injuries with tricking and it set me back. I've had friends tear their ACLs from tricking, and like that's all we did. Mm-hmm. Like, it's kind of like someone can tear their ACL fitness wise, right? Like they did squat, something went wrong.
Tearing your ACL on squat sounds crazy.
But then it gives you that, damn, like you go through your depression, you go through all those stages. Same thing happens with tricking as well. Because not only that I lose something that I usually do, I also lost my passion at the moment. And it can also become like, damn, like, what do I do from here?
Yeah.
Until I get back to that area. But when I get back, I'm stronger than I was before.
So you're saying fitness kind of builds off of that?
I'm saying it goes both ways. I don't think it can be... Fitness has more an advantage of the emotional side than tricking does. It just all matters because I think it's good that you and I started out differently.
Yeah. Because
then we can both see both aspects of it.
Facts.
Because when I have a friend out there who he's gone through so much shit. He's torn his ACL. He put out a whole sampler of it. And he even put the injury in that.
Oh, yeah.
And I won't say his name because I don't know if he wants me to say his name.
Got you. Yeah, sure.
But
he told me about you, though. He was cold.
But, like, I was just like, I've seen it because I used to train with him even when I was, like, 12. And I used to, like, train and we would push ourselves together and all just to get to where we wanted to be. And then when that happened, I felt that shit for him. Because I was like, not that I have to train for him or trick as hard for him. It was just like, damn, like, we pushed each other.
Yeah.
But when he got back, dude, he was an animal.
Different animal.
Because he trained with, like, integrity, and he trained, like, with intention.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how I see, like, the emotional side of tricking. When I hurt myself, when I took, like, probably 6 months to come back, I was like, fuck, okay, now it's a slow start. Then once you get your body back into it, then it's like, okay, hey, this is muscle memory now, we just gotta adjust.
I mean, that's same with fitness, going away from it. I've never been away from it too long, but with clients-wise, you know, they get hurt, they're gone for a minute, and they still might be fresh or new. They come back in. I try to tell them, don't worry about it. We're not starting from square one. I don't have to teach you how to hinge, squat, lunge. Yes, we're running through it, but you're going to learn it back so much faster. That muscle memory is going to come back.
Yeah.
It's not going to be as long as you think when you first started day one because of what you put in beforehand, but it's still going to take progress. Yeah. It's still going to be a slow, hard grind, but don't think it's that same day one that you had to deal with when you first began.
Yeah. Definitely agree with that. Mm-hmm. All right, so now what about the mental aspect?
Mental aspect? It's hard, bro, because it's really hard to lift heavy weights. Even if you're not lifting something crazy heavy, 80s or 100s, it could be just whatever heavy for you. It is hard. And to go in there and do that every day and really punish your body is a very difficult thing mentally. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, bro, tricking we're over here risking we're risking bills, bro. We're risking medical bills. Y'all worried about tearing something? I'm worried about a bill, bro.
I'm worried about, like, you're worried about, like...
Y'all worried about surgery, tearing something? Nah, bro. I'm worried about that medical bill after. Look,
I'm worried about fucking breaking my whole leg.
Bro, you know how much an ambulance is?
No.
I don't know.
I mean, I should know. I should know.
I was a kid when I was in it. I just know, like, I just remember seeing zeros on something. I was like...
0, like 6?
Actually, I don't know. I'm lying, bro.
Probably like 5.
I don't know how much it was, bro.
It's probably like $1,500.
Yeah. Also, it wasn't like... It wasn't like hella money. It was a couple, but... I know it was a lot of money for me at the time as a kid. I'm like, damn. Whoa.
It's not king anymore, so I'm wondering how much that shit is.
Yeah, bro. My parents' health insurance, and I'm a kid. Like, I don't work. I'm just playing basketball, bro.
Yeah.
In my mind, I have an idea, but still, bro, I'm not worried about none of that injury wise, bro. I'm worried about the bills, bro. If I knew I could have an endless supply of money to like fun, I risk my life all the time, bro. So, hurt myself, new knee. Hurt myself, better Achilles. I don't care. I don't care. Best doctors. But right now, it is harder. Even mentally going in there, bro. I go in there, and because you're putting your body... Fitness, yes, it's hard to lift heavy weights, but you're moving your body in movement patterns your body's supposed to be moving in. Mm-hmm. Tricking, your body is not supposed to be moving in these directions.
You're not supposed to be doing this shit.
Yeah.
Basically, we're not supposed to be doing tricking, but you know, why not?
You look at any athlete, you see how athletes are getting hurt so much nowadays because they're pushing their bodies to a crazy limit. Mm-hmm. And trick is no different. We're doing things with our body we're not necessarily supposed to do. We just got creative as humans to just pull some stuff out and just do it.
That's true.
Honestly, not just pull some stuff out, but like explore the capabilities of what our bodies are able to do. And bro, there's a lot more risk to it and a lot more taxing in the bigger picture of things. Yeah. Not everybody can do that. Not everybody can lift. Everybody can do some type of fitness. Mm-hmm. Some type of fitness, right? For the majority of people. But tricking, no. You have to, one, be okay with so much and let go of so much to do that.
Yeah, it's like I remember getting started with like very intense with training and fitness. I would do deadlifts all the time, and like I knew the risk of deadlifts, and like I knew the risk of heavy benching. I knew the risk of just heavy lifting and fitness, like in exercising as well. And I mean, once I started getting more into that and then differentiating with tricking, the mentality kind of just like, I went a little harder in the gym because tricking was kind of more, I was kind of like, let me just
take a back seat.
Let me take a back seat on that because I want to strengthen myself. So then when I get back into tricking full session, then I'm like, oh, okay, I'm stronger and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And then, I guess 2 years ago, you know, going through some bullshit, I was like, you know what, I'm going to get back into tricking. Bro, that mental shit, like, just kind of just switched. After my first session, my body was kind of like, yeah, you know, like, you still have it. Fitness was still a huge priority for me, so I was cutting at the time. And I think I went from like maybe 215 to like literally 197 within like a probably two to like 3 month span. Tricking got so much easier. I love tricking when I cut because fucking tricking when I'm like over 220.
That's when I hurt myself, bro.
Oh,
That's every time I hurt myself. Honestly, if I'm over 215 at my height, bro, and I trick, I hurt myself. I'm 209 right now. This is the best I felt.
It's too much weight, too much bearing on it. The tendon. I'm like, bro, I don't want my ankle to be up because I landed wrong.
Yeah,
just
bro.
because I weigh a little too much. But
a little too much, nah, bro. When you're over 200, bro, you are a lot of weight. That's a lot of weight, bro.
I mean,
for a human being. I mean, obviously you're not on like 600-pound life, but these some big people, bro. Bro, they break something. Bro, honestly, that show is crazy, bro. Like being over, going from. I remember how I felt at every weight, bro. Especially as I get older, I keep like a mental note. Mm-hmm. If I was in the 190s, I'd be too small. Of how I see it. Yeah. But I'd probably be a little obviously more athletic. Okay. Feel better with my tendons, joints. 200s, early 200s, 210. I'm cool. Probably lower 200s, I'll be way better off, but I can manage that 210. Okay. Anything higher, bro, I feel heavy, bro. And why does anybody want to live like this? Because I'm all about movement, bro. Mm-hmm. Being able to move, feeling good, stretching, all this, and that doesn't feel good. I mean, it does, but I can tell the difference on how that weight really affects me. Yeah. You look at some of these people that are 300, 400, 500 pounds. That's crazy. That's crazy. Bro, I put a hole in the wall one time walking up the stairs, bro. How? At my mom's. I was 230, over 230. I was almost 240, bro, bulking. I'm thinking I'm light, bro. I just sometimes you just want to skip up the stairs. Yeah. I skipped. I tripped on one of the stairs and my knee went into it. I'm like, damn, I'm looking too big. Full knee. I didn't hurt myself for nothing, bro. Busted that wall open. She looked at me like, this is why you gotta lose some weight. I was like, I know. I can't be 240 trying to run up the stairs like that. Damn, bro. I was trying to get something real quick. I said, dude. And I've done that before, bro, but I've never had that much weight to the point where I'm just putting a hole in the wall, bro. I ain't never did that shit. I almost fell off the stairs. And then I always got some ashy knees, but, don't go on my Facebook, please. Ashy knees, crazy. There's literally a photo on there. I need to go delete it, actually, because some people use it for blackmail. I mean, was you a kid? Yeah. Okay, I was about to say, if you a kid. A grown-ass adult. I'm a grown-ass adult with some ashy knees falling down my mom's stairs. That's... Someone took a picture of it and put it on Facebook. Oh, that'd be crazy. That is actually insane, bro. Cause I was like, damn, first of all, bro, I could be ashy on my hands, maybe elbows, but knees, bro, going outside, ashy knees is crazy. Like, as a grown man. Like, if there's one thing I'm gonna make sure are not ashy on my knees and elbows, but honestly, those could be a pass sometimes. But knees, bro, if I'm wearing shorts.
Do you remember like back in like I don't know, high school? They didn't really make fun of you. Everyone was too busy trying to date each other and all that popularity contest shit.
It was popular.
I would say middle school. I mean, elementary school motherfuckers were bad, but middle school, that was bullying to the max. Not saying I was bullying. I didn't do shit.
Honestly, it was crazy. I feel like as though everyone was bullying somebody.
Yeah, if you had ashy knees, you're cooked.
Oh, yeah, bro. I was
Cooked.
I mean, bro, middle school was the craziest time because I feel like anybody could get roasted for any little thing. Like, I got roasted for using Vaseline as lotion, bro. They're like, what else are you using that for? Like, I'm like, we know what he be using Vaseline for. Like, bro, what?
No, did he?
bro. And then, bro, getting called midnight. That was when I first started called midnight, bro. Yo, Jaden, where you at? Jaden, smile. That's when you start hearing that stuff. You're like, all right.
Yeah. You're like, wow, all right.
Yeah. And then, bro, middle school.
Loki kind of fucked.
Yeah, bro. Middle school was crazy,
Man,
bro.
we just took it. It's
I
all right.
go crazy for, not even just with me, bro. Stuff you see in the hallway, you just gotta walk past like that. I can't do nothing to help you. I wish I could just tell a whole story about middle school because it was crazy. It was like a movie for me. Oh my god.
Middle school is like the game Bully.
Yeah, bro. You could literally see like a shorter dude bullying a taller dude
and winning.
Bro, yeah, bro, like pushing up against the locker, doing some like weird stuff to him. It's like,
what do you mean weird?
Bro, I can't get into that on the camera, bro. Like this was crazy.
Weird by that. What do you mean by that?
Bro, like middle school. I'm talking about like, dude, like in middle school they was like scooping ball. So like dudes would like scoop balls or like figure. I didn't do it, but I was a victim. I'm not gonna lie. But like,
he said I was a victim. Oh, this is trauma. It's a traumatic experience.
Nah, bro, I'm telling you, everybody went through that, bro.
Oh my god. No, not everybody went through that. I did not go through that.
They had all that. They had.
Why were they doing that? They must be confused.
Bro, honestly, bro, I don't even know. Honestly, even like, there's some people like playing basketball and like you couldn't even like on the team. It's like, damn, I don't want this person guarding me, bro, because they're guarding like the ball. They gonna do some freaky stuff to me, bro. So you gonna turn the ball over, bro. They was the best defenders. Anybody who was willing to do something like that were the best defenders. You get the ball, you in the post, they finger your butt, you're like, oh shoot. Or you scared for them to like scoop you, bro? Like scoop your balls? Like, nah, bro, I'm going the other way. Like, it was really crazy, bro. And yeah, bro. And it was like a regular thing, bro. Like you had to be in the hallways, like gotta hold myself. Dude 6'5", other dude coming in. And he just got him against the locker, just doing that. It's like, dang, yeah, bro. Maybe not 6'5". He finished off that tall, but like he was still taller than all of us in middle school, though. Man, that was crazy, bro. Yeah, middle school. I don't even know how we got here, bro. But middle school was crazy.
Yeah, I don't know how that got here. I mean, middle school was something, but we weren't doing that shit in our school.
Oh no, high school is when it's like, okay, you gotta judge people now, bro. Or not judge people, like you gotta like.
We were fighting people in middle school.
I was 5 years in middle school.
Yeah, over girls, bro. It was the stupidest stuff, bro.
Oh, there's
our hormones were probably going crazy.
I don't know. Middle school is like people going back and forth on girls. Like, I feel it was easy for like me to date this person. We break up, then you break that person. They break up.
Yeah,
it's like it was going from one person to the other at its finest, bro.
Dude,
middle school is like weird era where you're kind of growing up. You think you're grown, and you're just trying to figure out what's going on.
Literally,
like it's like limbo area, in your like growing up stage, where it's the weirdest stage ever.
Dude, I remember dating this girl in like the 7th grade. She was new, and she like dated one guy like before me, and then I was next. I was like, "Fuck yeah, you know, yeah, this is a good one." And she was fine, right?
Yeah.
My next door neighbor at the time, he came over to me. He was like, "Yo, she gonna break up with you. You gotta do it before she does." I said, "Why?" I was like, "Why is she breaking up with me? What the fuck did I do? It's only been 2 weeks."
Yeah.
And then he was like, "No, you just gotta do it," because she was talking to one of my other boys.
Dang, they moving fast.
She moved quick, bro.
Dang, bro. So you
That's
said
when I knew. Fuck these. No.
Dang, bro. I didn't even. That's quick, bro. For me.
I broke up with her before she did it.
But what if she wasn't
And
want to, bro?
No, she was. She told Zach. She told Zach he would want to do that. I said, "Damn."
Nah, bro. Middle school is one of those things where you talking to a girl, and like y'all are dating, but y'all like might not really talk sometimes, and you just on some chill stuff, but you are not talking to. Like you're in a relationship, but it don't feel like a relationship. It just feels like we just here. I don't know. Middle school relationship was weird, bro.
Yeah, I remember in elementary school in the 5th grade, I liked this one girl, and she knew I liked her, and she gave me her house number, right? And we would talk. I would always call her place, talk to her parents first, and talk to her for like probably like an hour.
Dang, bro.
Still got my heart broken. Still got my heart broken. It doesn't matter. It just started in the 5th grade.
You ever have your mama like get pissed off for you for like talking to a girl or anything? On some defensive, like stay away from the fast ass females.
Wait. Say that one more time.
Like stay away from fast females.
No, my mom never really worried about girl situations with me, even though they were never. It just always, she was just like, "Well, just be careful and tread lightly."
Oh, that's not opposite for me, bro. She saw I was getting interested in girls. She started freaking out, bro. It's like
My mom
thinking I'm gonna make the biggest mistake, bro. I'm gonna get someone pregnant. I'm gonna get in all of it, like, or they're gonna screw me over.
Mm-hmm.
She was just on one, bro. Like, dang, I can't just buy her flowers. I just got this flowers and candy.
You're like, shit, dude. Like,
I'm in 7th grade. I spent all good money. I wanted a gas station for this. Hey, you getting mad at me?
I just learned what a boner was.
Oh,
like, we just got into sex ed. Sorry.
I had this on my first kiss.
I don't even know what sex is.
Like, give me a break, man. Nah, middle school is crazy. That whole growing up is a crazy thing, bro. Looking back at, because you don't realize what's really going on. You just living it. Then after the fact, you could just look back like, oh, shoot. I see why people be tripping on teenagers too, bro. I'm not saying I was acting crazy, but at the same time, man, I don't know. Like that age, elementary kids, they cool, they blunt, they could be rude.
Mm-hmm.
Middle school, they kind of in that weird era.
Middle school, they're just
junior high, that like
middle
that.
school, we're kind of ignorant.
Yeah, ignorant, but think they know everything. Tween.
Like, I'm a preteen.
Yeah.
Shut your ass up.
Yeah, high school's you realize, well, I don't know everything, but I'm still like pretty grown, but I'm not.
You know what's crazy? And like, I know we came off a little off topic, but what's crazy to me is like the relationships were started in high school and now are married now from like high school to college and all. Because I'm like, damn.
Oh, and I see that,
That
bro.
shit's crazy, bro.
Yeah, because you're such a different person in high school to the real world. I respect some of that. Not some of that. I respect the hell of it because I mean it's hard in this world. And you find your person, For me, it's seeing how much I've changed throughout the years. To have someone that's with you changing at the same time.
It's crazy.
Because shoot, you change your preference.
In a good way.
Your preference might change. Oh, I might not like you because you do this or this or that. Or maybe just, that's not attract you physically. I want her now. Or whoever, him, whatever. But it's really crazy. You almost want to ask. I sometimes want to ask. Yeah, I sometimes want to ask in a relationship how. I want to get an inside look on what this was like.
Like, how did you do this? How did you get through?
Let me know the ups and downs. What was the journey like? Because, like, dang, bro.
Like, I know y'all went through some tough shit at one point.
Especially like right after high school. Especially if either y'all are both going to college, one of y'all going to college. If in a sense neither one go to college and you guys are working or doing something, that could work. But then you also got to think, bro, your career or what you choose could change the trajectory so much. Mm-hmm. It's almost pressure on the other person to like keep leveling up and keep growing too. Yeah. It's such a, from high school, bro, at a young age, that's just how I see it, bro. Because you see some people fall off real quick right after. And whether they get right back on track or not, that's like a big pivotal thing. You have no purpose. Mm-hmm. I remember right after high school, I did this one girl, and only thing I didn't have my stuff together. I'm not saying I'm perfect right now, but at the time, she didn't go to college either. I went for one semester, but I dropped out after. But it wasn't on, I don't know what I'm doing. Mm-hmm. I'm trying to figure it out. It might not have looked like it. I went through a lot of BS, but at the same time, I just knew God had more for me. And I had more. And I prayed on that. She didn't. And for me at the time, I kept thinking, we're young. I don't have to really think about that too often. Just focus on me that she could stay around. Yeah. But now I realize that's just gonna hold me back. Yeah. And I can't do that. So looking at these people, from my own experience, I'm just thinking, dang, how?
I just think it's impressive because I don't know, bro. I'm just like, damn, like, let me see, like, I graduated high school like almost 11 years ago. So.
Dang, bro, oh my bad, bro. I didn't mean to say. That's over a decade. Sheesh, man, bro. My bad, bro. I'm almost at that decade mark. I got 2 years, but sheesh, 11. That's crazy, bro.
Damn, nigga. Like,
that's gonna be how I feel saying it. I'm gonna be saying 11 in a few years. Like, dang, that's been 11 years.
Basically, you call me old.
Dang, bro. Sheesh. It's cool, bro. I've been called like 30 2 weeks ago, bro.
30?
Remember at the karaoke, bro? Yeah. Hey, what are you, like 32, 31? He thought y'all was in your late 20s, which y'all are, but still. He thought I was the oldest one.
Well, we'll definitely have a segment of more what we just ranted off about.
Yeah, we went way off topic.
So, but we're gonna get back to it. So, I guess last segment we'll have for about tricking and fitness is what does it mean to you?
Both. Mm-hmm. A way to express my strength and express my gratitude. And my gratitude is being alive. Because being alive for me is more than just the stuff we do on a daily. It is literally these bodies. Yeah. These bodies are incredible. It's the thing that is key. These are literal vessels. We're able to control with a little bit of their own, as we talked about earlier, own mind in a sense. Mm-hmm. And I like to show like my gratitude. One, I've had injuries where I couldn't utilize my body, and you realize this is such a gift, and I think it's one of our main gifts that is tied to our gift of life. So for me, it's gratitude and showing strength to be able to do the hard things, even when I went through hard things, physically and mentally, because it's very physically hard for me to do a lot.
Yeah.
And because it's physically hard for me to do it, mentally it's not easy either. So it's a lot of strength and what was the word I said? And gratitude.
Okay.
That's how I approach any physical thing I do, any physical art, any quote unquote hobby or lifestyle is always gonna be strength and gratitude.
Okay. Yeah, I want to say throughout my life of, I guess, doing martial arts and like getting into tricking, and then soon starting to get serious into fitness. I probably got serious into fitness, I want to say 2021. Throughout the times that, the experience that I've made through doing both of these things, I've really like thought about it and really just been like, okay, what are the benefits of these things, and what does this really mean to me in the long run, right?
Yeah.
And instead of thinking about it that way, because I thought about it too, I guess, logical, to, I guess, pessimistic, and like thinking like, what is this gonna help me with? I just kind of let that view go and viewed it as more of like, I guess I got more in tune with my emotions throughout time, and just like, what does this mean to me? Like, and express. And dude, like, injuries really took a toll, but then I was also able to still be able to train and fit, like be able to weightlift and all. So when I would think about, okay, I'm injured in tricking, I can weightlift right now. When I'm doing my weightlifting, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna train this hard to recover, so I can get back into tricking and be stronger than I was before. Because in all of this shit, like, excuse my language, this shit really matters to me. This is how I can, like, get through my emotions, get through my overthinking, get through my depression or sadness, my anxiety.
Yeah.
Whether I don't think it can like cure it for sure, but these are things that I definitely help me express.
Yeah.
Not just myself, but like what I'm going through. So the sessions you see me go fucking hard and shit, I'm probably going fucking insane in my head right now. But also then I'm off the caffeine, so I'm like, I'm
wired. That late at night, bro.
Yeah, I don't know how, but I still fall asleep at 12:30. But then the days where I'm just kind of like, you know, like if my body's not working, those are my brain telling me, dude, you have so much on your plate right now. And that's when I know I can hurt myself.
Yeah.
But then the days I know I'm either, let's go, or days I'm just like, let's just see how this goes. Those are my best days. But the days where I try to force myself to do it,
when you don't have any expectation, you don't have anything holding you down mentally.
Exactly.
It's easy to just go in there and just express.
Exactly.
Without anything in the back of your head.
But also sometimes that motivation does help. It helps me in the gym. I mean, I go twice as hard.
Yeah, I feel like
it helps me in tricking, because then I'm just like, yeah, it's a little more risk, because my body, I'm probably so deep into what I'm feeling that I'm not really caring how hard I'm going, but also I have to, you know, limit myself.
Yeah. And
know that, hey, like, you can go hard, but like, let's just relax.
Yeah.
So I guess tricking and fitness really helps me express like what it means to me. It just helps me express my emotions. What you
feel in the moment, or throughout life.
For sure. Whether people, and that's what I also can like circle back to what we first talked about, like art in lifestyle where that is my art of showing how I show my emotions, because I'm not the best person to explain my emotions unless I'm really close to you. Mm-hmm. If I'm really close to you and I'm comfortable, then I'll tell you like how I'm feeling.
Yeah.
But majority, I hold that shit in, and that shit will have me overthink. So then when I overthink, I'm like, I have anxiety, and then I go, I want to fucking explode.
See, actually, for me, the only hobby that actually does that for me is dance. That's the only one where I could actually, that's when I actually started liking it, when I'm seeing it, because it just looks like a bunch of random movements. I mean, that's what tricking looks like too, just a bunch of random flips, but then there's like a method to the madness. There's a method to the madness. Mm-hmm. So dance for me is more so the emotional one out of every single one.
Yeah.
Whether I'm mad, whether I'm trying to, or trying to figure out this move, or feeling sad, whatever it is, whatever emotion it is, I know I've expressed it there. And that's why I said it was easy to kind of understand tricking more, and it saying like the deeper part of it, because now I'm going to get in that area where it's more so, what can I create with what I am, what I'm feeling? Yeah. That's what it is. I mean, anything. It's a body expression. So, yeah, I can't. I don't feel that yet for tricking. For fitness, honestly, I've got out of that phase where I just go in there like, oh, I'm pissed off. I want to like, nah, bro, I just be in there chilling, bro. Now, I don't be in there chilling, but I'm in there where I want to just lift heavy weights, but nothing else is dictating because everything's so second nature to me. I'm like, I'm here. I'm going to go crazy. I'm going to go hard. Sometimes my emotions could dictate it, but after I found more hobbies, then that's when I stopped using fitness as that source. I still go hard. Yeah. It felt like I needed something more. Mm-hmm. That's when I started boxing, I started dancing, then tricking came along. And I was like, okay, I have these other outlets for something else, right? And fitness didn't have to be the only one, because at the time, it was only fitness. Yeah. And it feels good that it's not, honestly. Because it just felt, especially working as a trainer, it kind of just felt like, okay, I'm putting too much into this right now. Not just, it's lifestyle, it's work, it's what I'm feeling. I put everything in here. If I'm sad, I gotta go in there, crank out some iron. If I'm angry too, or not even just crank something out, but the effort I put towards it, how I want to look, the goals I want to achieve, which I'm still like that. I still want to achieve goals. I still want to do things for my body that's right. But it doesn't stem from that same power source as before of what I'm feeling inside. Yeah. I could just go on there and do it for me. Okay. Because I know I need to, and I know I want to, and I know I love to. But now I got other forms to express myself with. Okay. In a way I like a little bit more. Fitness, I never really realized, oh, bro, I started doing this from a lot of emotional stuff. Like when you really look back at, I used to think, oh, I have no real fitness story. Even though, and then that's when I started posting fitness content. I started realizing, oh, I do. I got a lot of reasons why I do this. Yeah. 99. But it's for sure changed since then. Fitness is not just that for me.
Yeah. It's just, I respect that. Fitness is just, for me, it's just like very, like my parents were like very into fitness. And like they always wanted me to get into it sooner or later. And then once I got into it, because my dad started showing me how to do like bench press, I started at Just Fitness. And then learned the fundamentals, did it in college. And I look back at my college physique and I'm just like, typical college guy. Yeah. And then when I got to like probably after college and all, I remember my mom was just like, come on. Yeah. Like, you don't look that great right now. I'm like, damn, like.
Moms will tell you straight up to your face.
Especially a Caribbean mom. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, bro. Any black mom, bro. I went up to that. I remember I had abs my whole life. And I wasn't too big because I played basketball. And after high school, I started, bulking, gaining weight. I lost my abs. I knew that, but I was bigger, right? And that's all that mattered at the time. Bro, she kept looking at me like, where are your abs at? Like, what happened to you? And she would look at me with disgust. I was like in disgust, and I just kept like, dang, you don't see none of this? You don't see the muscle? Like, at least say something nice about how big I am. So at the time, bro, I didn't even realize how much size I got, bro. Until I started seeing like a bunch of friends and stuff. They're like, Jaden, whoa, what's going on? I was like, yeah, screw abs. Like, she was over here trying to talk all this mess, like, oh, where your abs at? But then at the same time, bro, when you go out of control with the bulk, I did go out of control, and I was my first early stage. I was 17, just graduated, and I was still trying to learn everything. So I was, I kind of went a little off the rails. I got my abs back though, but she was talking mess.
Dude, like after my mom said that, because she was like, you need to grow your legs. I was like, what the fuck? And it just like got to me. It just got to me one day, and I was just like, I just used it as motivation. I was like, all right, bet.
There's one girl that got me hip legs consistently, bro. I still text her this day and tell her like, yo, you really were talking mess to me. Like I was like,
she talking about your legs?
Yeah, bro. I know her she's from Cali. So and I known her since high school, bro. And she would be, on my fitness page growing. I'm doing my thing, and I used to I wouldn't hit legs, so I just wear sweats.
Don't do it.
And I used
bro.
to no, bro.
Oh
she called me. She was like, so Jaden, do you hit legs? And I was all like, and I was like, what? I was like, yeah. She was like, could I see it? Let me see. And she was like saying it in the way where she was like low key laughing, and I think she was with somebody. And in my head, I'm like, wow, that's driving.
That's evil.
Yeah, bro. And it took a few times for me to actually take legs seriously after that. Like I had to hurt my wrist and my shoulder for me to be like, okay, all I could do is lower body. Let me bulk up.
You should have recorded that call, and then you can use that audio for a video, because that's diabolical.
Bro, it was like multiple phone calls like that, dog.
I would be so mad, bro.
Yeah, bro. So that what grew my legs for real, bro. And I knew I wasn't working my legs, my knees, so I just avoided them. Mm-hmm. And on my posts, I still look great. I was getting followers, but I never showed my legs, bro. But she was the one person to call me out, and it killed me, bro. Not a single person really talked to me or cared. Nobody really said nothing, so I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm still big. I still look good up here, bro. She destroyed me. I needed it, bro. Yeah. I needed it, bro.
She turned you into your villain,
to the point where I was growing my legs. And I didn't even feel like I was making progress. And I think I went a little overboard. That's when I bulked up to 240, bro. I went up way too overboard, bro. I started eating not like crap, but too much, bro. And to a point where sometimes I would eat like crap just because I needed the calories. Any calories I can get. If I don't meal prep, I'm going out and getting some Zaxby's or anything. I don't care, bro. I'm gonna bulk my legs up.
I was eating Sonic out the ass, bro.
Yeah, bro.
I'd get 2 slushies, don't judge. And then I'd get the boneless wings, don't judge. And then the onion rings. And then the chili cheese tater tots.
Yeah, bro.
But that's a dirty bulk. I wasn't giving a fuck.
Yeah, I think it was once you get to a certain, for me at least, I could be pretty clean I could be pretty stable during the bulk. But then I get to a certain weight or a certain period, man, what's a little Sonic, Zaxby's, whatever, gonna do to me, bro? This is extra calories. It's gonna be good for me. And nah, don't bulk. Don't do a dirty bulk. You'll regret that. Yeah. Kind of. Depending on where you at in your fitness journey. I felt confident doing it because I knew I was going to lose it. But in the time, I was bad. I did a terrible bulk, bro. I was borderline, not chunky. You couldn't tell because I'm tall. So it's hard to tell when I'm bulked up. Sometimes. You could tell, but gut-wise, I could hide easy.
I want to say, like, I was training well and all, but, like, I guess I had so much, like, stress, and I just was, like, drinking a lot at the time, too, where, like, I could still look good, but, like, I know I wasn't, like, what I wanted to look like, and my face would get so swollen.
Bro, that's the first thing.
Like, my face would get swollen, and then, like, I would see, like, under here, and it would bother me. Like, that was, like, one of my insecurities. Like, I literally hate seeing shit under here.
That's the one thing that stops me from bulking, bro, the face.
So then I want to say, once I got into, like, my previous, I want to say after I got out of a relationship back in 2024, I don't know what the fuck happened. Maybe just stress was leaving, or I was just like not. I don't know what was going on, but I lost like probably like 15 pounds. Dang. And then like I was like, okay, I'm looking good. Then probably I want to say like 5 or 6 months later, got in another relationship, and then my body was just like, it stayed like well at the moment, and then the next year. Went through some shit, stress. Body went back to like face being swollen, and like all this other shit. And then I kind of like tried to figure out, okay, is it just stress or is it also diet? So I had to take some stuff out, and just really like took some of my fitness like health a little more seriously. And I want to say probably, I started in December. Like, I bulked pretty clean. And then in December, I cut, and I lost, like, 20 pounds since then. Right. And this is probably, like, the best I've looked in, like, since, I want to say 2024. So.
You locked in then?
Locked in, but also, dude, I'm telling you, dude. Once someone criticizes you or you go through some shit or fucking you see that, for me, it's once I saw that shit, dude, it just killed me.
I think the face kills a lot of people's drive to bulk, because for me, I could bulk and cut all day. I've been doing it for years, but the times I've bulked, it's always hard for me to start. Not physically eating all the time, is to accept that my face is gonna get bigger. Yeah, I can accept a little gut. I can accept just a fat, like a little extra weight anywhere. But going from like a clean, smooth face to you see the cheeks coming out more, it makes a big difference, bro.
I hate it. I hate it. It's like I don't even want to go on another bulk.
Yeah, and when people, because for me, I've been complimented when I'm leaner, how my face looks. It doesn't make me want to go back to a bulk, bro. Exactly. This is the first year I didn't. This is the first winter I didn't try to do any type of.
All right.
Yeah, bro, I'm like, shit. I didn't even know about that place.
Yeah, I didn't know that place existed. All right, so we're gonna conclude our episode. Thank you guys for watching. Tricking and fitness definitely mean more than just a hobby to us. It's a passion. It's a lifestyle, and it also helps us. Not just show y'all, but also show ourselves that we can, I guess, beat our expectations of what we set when we do either of those. So I hope you guys liked the podcast. Episode 2 would be posted probably like in a week or so. And then episode 3 will come soon. So stay tuned.
Catch y'all later.
See you.